I'm outside the courthouse in Lethbridge, Alberta, where the first Canadian to be charged under Alberta's Critical Infrastructure Defence Act is facing the judge.
I believe that our treacherous politicians...
Artur Pawlowski, a Calgary pastor, is on trial for charges of breaching a release order and mischief for inciting people to block public property at the Canada-US border crossing at Coutts, Alberta. He is also charged under the Alberta Critical Infrastructure Defence Act.
Out! Out!
The pastor was internationally acclaimed in 2021 after he kicked COVID enforcement agents out of his church.
Out! Out!
Now, Pawlowski and his supporters across Alberta are expected to arrive to Lethbridge before 9 a.m. Earlier, Pawlowski tweeted a call for prayer for the case against him to be dismissed.
And it's up to you now, for the first time in 2 years.
The Crown argues that Artur Pawlowski encouraged the blockade, which lasted for more than 2 weeks in late January 2022, caused Alberta's main U.S. border crossing to be paralyzed.
And if this is our Alamo, so be it.
The Crown's case against Pawlowski includes an agreed statement of facts and a 20-minute video of his speech to protesters on February 3, 2022. In the video, Pawlowski encourages truckers to continue the protest, which was aimed at COVID-19 restrictions and vaccine mandates.
They don't have enough RCMP officers to deal with that. They don't have enough army to deal with that. Remember, you have the power.
The list of adventures Pawlowski had with the authorities ranges from being sentenced to jail for months to being ordered to spew government propaganda on COVID vaccines. But it all started with when Calgary police issued him and his brother COVID tickets for feeding the homeless on a cold winter day.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I need 8 feet. Stand back. Okay? Or what? Stand You're gonna threaten me and abuse me?
The Alberta's Critical Infrastructure Defence Act was enacted by Alberta's Conservative government in response to the protests in 2020 that took place in the form of blockades of railroads, roadways, pipelines, and other infrastructure. Artur Pawlowski did not have a tractor or a truck blocking the Coutts border crossing, and none of those who did actually blockade it were charged under the act. The only thing Pawlowski did was to give a short sermon to the protesters, which the Crown alleges that led to the prolonging of the blockade. Today we will hear from his supporters and we will let you know of any developments, including the verdict. But for now, that was all. Thank you for tuning into Media Bezirgan. This was Mocha Bezirgan. Ironically, this week I myself have multiple court hearings in Montreal regarding COVID tickets. I've got 5 of them. But I had to bring you the story, so I drove 2 hours from Calgary. And if you value the work I do, please consider donating to my legal fund. And please watch the initial video regarding these tickets and where they stem from. Thank you.